Header, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The second of two games tonight. It's the Browns and Steelers underway to wrap up Week 2. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Steelers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in Week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner. Under pressure, they got him again. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Steelers going to bring in Braden Mann to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now the NFL's 3rd leading rusher last year. It's Nick Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at the Steeler defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man. And are you going to win that battle? Are you going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground? Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Chubb producing on that run, and he produces year after year for the Browns. 3rd in the league with over 1,500 yards in 2022. He quietly is in the top 20 all time in both yards and touchdowns in a player's first 5 seasons.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Off play action. It's Howell. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Howell now to throw it. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Pickett back to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Anthony Schwartz, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes so they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Howell. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
19 Tiger. 70 Lion. Let's go.
They'll go play action. Powell. They'll roll him out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Joey Porter Jr. brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
A nice carry by Harris, who had tougher sledding than in his Pro Bowl rookie season, but still topped 1,000 yards as a Steelers sophomore. As Pittsburgh tries to climb back to the top of the AFC North, he remains a player that their offense relies on.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Pickett will look to pass it. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This to Hines on the drop-off. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's across midfield and all the way down to the 33-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Howell. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Howell. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
Well, that doesn't have quite the flair of some of Pickens' catches from his rookie year, but it still moves the chains. He quickly built up a rep for making highlight grabs, maybe the catch of the year in Week 3 versus the Browns. He also had 800 yards, and he looked like an absolute playmaker for the Steelers.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. Pickett. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And Najee going to have a Steelers 1st down as he'll get this up past the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
2 1st downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again. That's going to be caught by Pickens. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it up.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Normally, when we think about big swings and scores before a half, we think offense, but this time, their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And it's taken in at the 9. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. One last shot before the break. Howell. He's got Njoku over the middle. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in
both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the second half. One of these two teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Pickett. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's going to blow his way forward to the 48. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Looking to throw, Pickett. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. Another good game. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Off play action, Pickett. That's caught. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Harris going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Pickett changing to play. Pickett with a quick throw out wide. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run with Harris. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So it's our first offensive points of the game so far, and it gives us a very rare scoreline. We don't see this one often, 5-0.
Yeah, it's been sort of a weird one to this point, hasn't it? But hey, in this league, you take points any way you can get them.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nice effort defensively there from Cole Holcomb.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for break.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Return that time, 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Pickett sets up play action. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Pickett now from the gun here. Pickens on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Pickett to throw on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. Past the 20. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Pickett on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive linemen, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and at the 47-yard line.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry for Harris. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They run again with Harris. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now Cade York for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Browns 15, Steelers 5.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Pickett. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Here comes 2nd down. Looking to throw here. Pickett. He's got Pickens complete.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Here's Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. He's to the 15, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Eagles.
And they'll start on the ground with Hines. At 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run. Here's 2nd down. Pickett to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short game. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Browns, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head